He's just not the same man that I married. I don't mean that dramatically, I just mean that, well, something changed. Something got up inside his head and just stayed there. He just stopped going out, he just stopped seeing his friends. I mean, there were Paul, who he's known for 30 years, and I think he's probably seen him maybe twice in the last 2 years. I'm Steve Hartley, and I've been a bookkeeper for around about 13 years. Yeah, I work from home, just me and myself, and I work with about 30 different clients. Small business owners, tradesmen really, you know, the kind of guys that are trying to just make a bit of something of themselves. I'm very good at what I do. I have a website. Yeah, Steve's a bookkeeper. He's been at it since before we even met. He's absolutely brilliant at what he does. He gets Christmas cards through the post from clients, like real Christmas cards. And then a couple of years ago, he just stopped telling people what he did, you know, at like parties or at dinners and things like that. You know, when somebody had asked, "What is it you do, Steve?" And he'd just reply back and say, "Finance." That was it, just finance. I heard him once on phone to a new client and he was giving him out all the details. And he literally said to him, "I don't have a website," but he has got a website. And he's had one since 2011. But apparently having no website is better than having that one. It was the Chamber of Commerce evening, I remember it really well, and I think this is when it all started. Apparently somebody asked him for his website, you know, just normal friendly networking chat. He came home and he was just sat in the car on the driveway for 20 minutes. I was watching him out of the window, just engine off, just sat there with his head in his hands. And he hasn't been to one of those networking events ever since. I just keep thinking, Steve, please go get it sorted. Go reach out to somebody and ask them to get it done properly. It's not that much of a big thing. Oh, but I suppose maybe to Steve, it obviously is. My brother-in-law, Craig, he built it. Craig works for a letting agency over in Doncaster. He said he knew what he was doing with the website. The background's purple. I mean, I've never chosen purple for anything in my entire life before. It's got a stock photo of a calculator on it with a watermark over it, you know, like what you get from a stock library. I think it was because, well, Craig never paid for the photo, so it's been there for 13 years now as that watermark. So I guess anyone who's ever Googled me and found my website has just seen a stolen photo on there. So a client came to me about 4 years ago maybe, and she'd found me on Google and she messaged me and she asked me, "Are you properly registered?" She'd basically seen the site and, well, wanted to know if I was legitimate. So yeah, obviously, I showed her my certificate. I've never had to really show anyone this before. I'll just keep it up there now. I mean, of course, I have thought about getting the website redone. A professional job. I did get a quote once. That was 4 years ago. I said I'd think about it. The watermark is still on the photo. you.